are bums and pigs. You can quote me on that. People are bums and pigs. They can fly for a few seconds above pigdom and bumdom, but mostly they're down in this slime.
Ricardo Huerta, a well-known figure in literary and entertainment circles, came to international attention in 1974 with the Lawton-Swerdlow scandal. Who is Ricardo Huerta? Whence comes the Byzantine Ricardo folklore? What are the facts?
But no, the performer is never meant to tell the audience that he has just crawled from the slime of his personal life.
If you've seen Ricardo Huerta in person, it was probably at Ricardo's Palace, his cabaret in St. John's.
No, it's always on with the show. The tinsel, the glitter, the lights, and the life. And in that life, a little glimpse of the ongoing march towards death. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen, I've got very bad heartburn to my breath. My breath smells like a sour face cloth. You know that smell you get from a sour face cloth sometimes? You know, I tell you, before the show, I was eating next door at a little restaurant there, and I ordered a plate of slimes, you know. No, not slimes. What's the word? Snails. And I was eating away, eating 15 or 20 of the slimes, and I looked underneath the sauce, and they were green. They had gone bad. I was eating bad snails, you know, and after that, every time I was burping, you know, a green fog was coming out of my mouth.
Tonight on Concepts, we try to examine a few chapters in the sprawling, undisciplined, and some might say magnificent life that is Ricardo Huerta's.
Dance is my whole life. I live for the dance.
Ricardo is not a dancer. Ricardo has never had anything to do with dance in his entire life. I once had a fist fight with him at a bar.
But as everyone knows, my health has been failing. And now, film has become my passion. The film. The film, it's my whole life. Okay, roll sound, please. Speed.
The star of Ricardo's film is an unknown actress, Stephanie Holden.
Get up off in that floor, you scum-sucking pig.
Cut! Beautiful, Stephanie, beautiful. That was fantastic. Beautiful. Stephanie is a gem. She is a jewel. She's dripping with talent. Stephanie, I want a little more breast in this side shot, okay? Take your shirt down a little bit, okay? I thank God every day for the miracle of Stephanie Holden.
Stephanie Holden and her husband Jack run Stephanie and Jack's boarding house on Cochrane Street in St. John's. Ricardo is a guest there.
To discover that there is this talent, this Stephanie, right in my own boarding house. And she is my landlady. Well, I knew the time had come to make my film.
While filming proceeds in the basement of the boarding house, Jack Holden remains surprisingly blasé about the creative activities of his wife and Ricardo.
If you've seen, boys, much human garbage as we gets going through here, boy, compared to them, Ricardo is a gentleman, right? You wouldn't call him a gentleman now outside of here, right? I don't know what you call him. Most people freaks right out when they sees Ricardo. Mom don't come by here at all anymore without she calls up first. Make sure he's not here, right? Ever since she saw him in his shiny dressing gown drinking his Uzi, right? She couldn't go that at all.
Ricardo speaks of Jack.
Jack is a fantastic man. He is a gem. Jack, he watches life go by and he ignores it. Yet when he wants to, with a few chosen words, he can encapsulate it. He's salt of the earth. We have a deep respect, one for the other, me and Jack.
As long as he keeps his place, you know, he gets along with Stephanie better than he do with me, right? I don't have time. I gotta be thinking about the furnace, right? Supposing the furnace blows up in the middle of the night. Who's gonna go down in the middle of the night and fix the furnace? Ricardo? No, not bloody likely, right? It's Jack gonna go down in the middle of the night and fix the furnace, let's face it, right? And I'm not gonna get no bloody Oscar for doing it either. And neither is Ricardo by the looks of the movie.
Oh, the title? everything feels spongy? Well, you know that feeling you get sometimes when you drink a whole lot of beers, like maybe you drink 15 or 20 beers and, you know, you're feeling kind of woozy, and then maybe you eat some bad hamburger meat and you're feeling like, oh, you're so sick, you know, and you want to actually get sick, but you know that to have the food pass up through you again, it might kill you. Do you know that feeling? No? Well, I get that feeling quite a lot. And when that happens, all reality gets spongy for me. You know what I mean? Everything feels spongy. Right. The title of the movie. You got it. Everything feels spongy. Cut. More makeup, please.
Ricardo Huerta, the filmmaker as artist.
On the breasts. More dirt on the breasts. Okay, that's good.
Whence comes this creativity? Or for that matter, whence comes Ricardo?
Action! Yes, I am a gypsy. It's quite true. But we were very strange gypsies. Every week we seemed to join a different traveling group. We were renegade gypsies. Even the gypsies called us gypsies. I can remember sometimes, late at night, my gypsy mom and pop, they would get drunk on the fiery red gypsy wine. And my gypsy pop would stand my gypsy mom up against the caravan, and he would spend the whole night throwing knives at her. And then as the morning came and the sun rose like a boiling peach in the sky, they would dress me up as Francois, the little crippled clown. And I would sing my song. Let them laugh, let them smile, let them chuckle a while. I don't care, I'm a clown. I have no heart. My gypsy parents were killed in a horrible gypsy dirigible accident over France a couple of years later. They were exploded all over the country. We spent months picking up the pieces. It's very sad for me to remember now.
Yet in 1961, Ricardo is publicly confronted by talk show hostess Betty Brink with the evidence proving he is a Newfoundlander.
20 people who say that you've never left Newfoundland, let alone been to Italy.
His accent contrived, his biography a hoax.
People who went to school with you, who say that your name is Richard Reardon and you grew up on Bully Street. Now, I want an explanation.
Betty, please. Let me tell you a little something about people.
Oh, don't excuse me, sir. Don't tell me about people, sir.
Betty.
You're a fake.
Oh, Betty,
people,
please.
you're a sham. And I'm sorry, I want you off my set.
Oh, Betty, please, please.
I'm
just calm
sorry,
down,
sir.
Betty,
The
please.
show is over for you.
Oh,
It's
Betty,
over.
do you know something?
Go on,
Betty,
please.
Betty,
Go.
Betty, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. At this very moment, you remind me so much of the women of Tuscany. The beautiful women.
What are you doing? Betty, please. Oh, Betty. Oh.
Okay, I was born as Richard Reardon in St. John's, Newfoundland. But when I was 5 years old, I was selling hockey tickets in front of Woolworths in St. John's, and I was stolen by the gypsies. There I was, one day selling hockey tickets.
With the public humiliation behind him, Ricardo carries on. In 1962, he produces a wildly innovative program for CBC Radio.
Welcome, Newfoundlanders, to Knitting Corner. This week we are knitting a child's lacy cardigan sweater using husky chunky knitting. Later on we will be playing Guess What We Are Knitting. But now, get your needles ready. Our knitter this week is Miss Carmela Publicover. Take it away, Carmela.
With number 4.5 needles.
This spot was vacant, apparently, and there was a vacuum, so to speak, and I sucked them in. I mean, together we were sucked into the vacuum. Well, the show was canceled after one broadcast. In fact, they stopped the show in the middle and went to recorded music. Typical, huh? People, my friend, are bums and pigs. You can quote me on that. People are bums and pigs.
With the memory of Knitting Corner solidly in the past, Ricardo launches a bold new venture, a live cabaret in St. John's, Newfoundland.
Skippers and mistresses, welcome to Ricardo's Palace. Why do people say my ideas are outlandish? I mean, the idea for Ricardo's Palace was a fabulous one. A real international style cabaret right in St. John's. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to start the ball rolling tonight, the fantastic, the amazing, and the multi-talented Miss Amanita Muscaria.
My hombre del mundo, my man of the world. If I take out a bando, I'll take it out on you. Bum, 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 bum. Even with those pimples on your big fat nose, you're as close to me as my pantyhose. You're my pajamas. Yeah, what more can I say?
What are you doing? Another applause here, please. You are pigs. You are pigs. You are drunken bums, all of you. I bring this woman all the way from South America, and she was nothing in South America. She was a hooker. I brought in Federico Assolti, for God's sake. This man is a great Italian actor. I mean, he's not great now, but I mean, what, 25 or 30 or 50 years ago, he was great. I mean, he was good. In a very small section of Milan, he was very well known. All the way from Italy, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the incredible and the most famous actor, Federico Assolti, with excerpts from Dante's Inferno. Let's hear it for him, please. Come on.
So great. What's he doing here, Ricardo?
Demons and guarding gargoyles, take your hands off of me! Oh, my eyeballs are on fire!
Well, I couldn't predict what was going to happen. Federico suffers from, what's the disease that people get when they are poisoned by alcohol? Yeah, right, the DTs. He had the DTs, and, well, he had an attack right in the middle of his act.
Beelzebub, the devil, Diablos, the devil, turning into snakes on me, get those snakes on me,
Ricardo, come on, Ricardo.
spiders,
Spider-Man dream.
Usually this condition helped him, you know, it actually helped him to express the horrors of hell in the scene. But unfortunately, he had to achieve that delicate balance between alcohol and art, you know? I mean, this is a problem that a lot of Newfoundland artists have. I mean, you'd think they'd understand. But no.
Undaunted
No,
by the club's shaky beginning,
no
Ricardo
giving,
continued to
you know,
present
that
his brand of
place.
international entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Australia, Mel Wanamaker. Take it away, Mel. Let's hear it. Come on.
Don't applaud, just throw money. Only kidding, only kidding. I like applause as much as the next guy. So put your paws together, girls.
Mel Wanamaker is more than a comedian. He is a satirist of the first order.
All right, I need 3 volunteers, okay? You, and you, Lassie in the front row. All right. Now, you hold the bag, you hold the ball, and you hold the stick, Rin Tin Tin. Think you can do that?
Oh, yeah, I can even
Wouldn't
drive the
make you
stick
think
right down
twice
here.
about
Come
abortion
on,
control.
Right now, right down here. Come on. Right now.
So the ugly, stupid little...
Well, we had to close the place in the middle of the 4th night because the audience were bums. They were drunken bums. Anyway, a fist fight broke out and the pigs closed the place.
But the failure of Ricardo's Palace was not the worst of Ricardo's problems. For in 1974, he produced a television program which almost led him to the gates of the federal penitentiary.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Reverend Lawton Swerdlow.
Thank you, Ricardo. Hello.
I am the Reverend Lawton Swerdlow, and this is my wife, Bonnie. Say hello, Bonnie.
Hello, 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 hello. I am the Mrs. Bina Swerdlow.
And I am their darling daughter, Dinah.
Thank you. Today, friends, I want to discuss with you that much disputed topic, the love of the neighbor.
Let her go for the Lord, Lawton.
Praise be, Bina. While relaxing last week on a Christian beach, I could not help over-noticing the preponderance of fashionable beachwear. Myself and Mrs. Swerdlow, who were muffed up to the eyebrows at the time, found it a little ironic that there, on a Christian beach, the devil's flesh would find such exposure.
I trusted him. I mean, he made me believe in God, for God's sake. And there I was, wearing my knees to the bone, praying. And he was stealing money to buy, I don't know, black underwear for teenage girls in Montreal or something.
But the truth about Lawton Swerdlow soon came out. His wife, Bina, a popular figure on the show, snapped during a live broadcast and publicly revealed Swerdlow's private indiscretions.
Option number 2.
The Northern Bay Nookie King. Oh, please, dear God, as Abram sacrificed his only son Isaac, I now offer up my husband, Lawton Low-Life Skirt-Chasing Swerdlow. Take him, O Lord, up or down, I do not care. Send a fiery chariot, Lord, a lightning bolt.
Mrs.
Get your
Swerdlow,
hands off me, get your
sit
hands
down,
off me.
you fool.
For I am Nurse Bina. From Nurse Bina goes to Labrador. Nurse Bina thought she would never survive what followed. An exquisite torture of the senses.
You'll beg, you'll pay for this.
He muttered hoarsely.
As Giuseppe Verdi said before he died, to play the violin is to play the heartstrings of Bulgaria. Verdi was a very sick man before he died. In fact, his last words were, "For God's sake, someone help me. I am being eaten by worms." And that's how I felt. But suddenly, there was Stephanie. I thought they had pulled out my last creative crutch. But that night, I went home and I got very, very drunk. And I got to know my landlady, Stephanie. And I discovered both her and the exquisite art of film. Roll sound.
Speed. Camera rolling. Mark it.
Action!
Doctor, I think I swallowed a roll of film.
Don't worry, nothing will develop. Of course it's got comedy. It's got more than that, though. It's got everything. It's got a Jewish person who's a real penny pincher, you know. It's got a Newfoundlander who's not too bright, if you know what I mean. It's got the Scotsman who's cheap, a very lazy Negro man. It's got a Pakistani doctor who gets into a fight with a thieving Puerto Rican. It's got a Samoan girl with big breasts. It's got everything, you know. It's got depth.
I am a bird. Please give me back my wings. Don't you understand? I want to fly. Fly, fly, take flight. Fly, fly.
For Stephanie Holden, the film business is a new experience, and she is struck not only by the camera, but also by her director.
No, it was beautiful. It was fantastic.
What's the problem?
What's the problem? You didn't get that?
She didn't have that cold sore yesterday, did she?
No, I didn't.
What cold sore?
But today, a problem occurs during
Yeah, you
shooting.
got a cold sore.
A large cold sore has broken out on Stephanie's face.
The other way.
Okay, we're gonna shoot it in proper. Just stand on this a little more.
Ricardo insists on an unorthodox solution.
I got an idea. We'll shoot it from behind.
People don't understand Ricardo, you know. Ricardo's been everywhere, right? Like he says to me, Stephanie, I'm well traveled. You know, that means a lot to me. Because I never even been off the Avalon Peninsula. And sometimes when he talks to me about a little street in London or a Ausfahrt in Germany, well, I feels like I've really been there, right? Oh, Ausfahrt is a German word for exit on a highway.
I'm telling you to shoot it from behind. And move the camera over there. I don't care if you can make it or you can't cut it together. I want a shot from behind. Stephanie, turn around. You're gonna shoot it from there. You're not gonna shoot it?
I am a
You're not gonna shoot it? Okay, I'll shoot it myself.
Get away from the camera.
Watch out for the gears. Get away from me. Well, people say to me, are you a genius? You know, are you a genius? I mean, do you want to ask me that question?
No.
Well, go ahead. Just ask me the question. Just for a joke. Say, are you a genius?
Okay. Are you a genius?
Well, genius is a very, very funny concept, my friend. I don't think about it. I mean, you were the one who asked me. So in a very real sense, the burden is on you. I don't think about it. I mean, other people say, I am a genius. I mean, you just said it now. But I say to you, don't embarrass me. It is for history to decide. I merely create beauty, and it is for other people to apply their labor genius. Do you notice a bad smell in here?
Mm-hmm.
That's the eggs, the pickled eggs. They make a kind of smell like, kind of like, what's it like? Oh, sort of like eggy smell, really.
Sulfur.
It's like sulfur.
Yeah.
Sulfur smell. Would you like an egg?
No, thank you.
With only 2 days left in the shooting schedule, Ricardo's film is brought to an abrupt halt. While taking our documentary crew on a tour of his boarding house, landlord Jack Holden and Ricardo are involved in a disagreement.
Over here's the furnace, you know. That could blow up any minute. I gotta be here all the time for that, you know. Some furnace boy I find's like a woman. Some days she's hot, she's rearing to go. I don't have to do nothing at all. Other days, I can be banging away at her all day. I can't get a gig out of her. She's cold as a stone. The rest of the basement, I suppose, Ricardo and Stephanie does their filming in the rest of the basement here. Hey, what's going on over here? Who's that? Who's that?
Hi, Jack. How are you?
What are you two doing here?
We're just doing a scene from the movie. That's right.
Yeah, I don't see no cameras around here.
It's a rehearsal, Jack.
A fist fight breaks out, and during the ensuing brawl, the untended furnace explodes, destroying the set. Shortly after, Ricardo suffers a heart attack.
I hate music. I hate dance. The whole entertainment business makes me feel sick to my stomach. Do you know that feeling that you get sometimes at Christmas where you eat a whole lot of turkey and wine and chocolate and you eat it all together and at the end of the day you've got kind of eggy burps? Do you know those kind of eggy burps? Your breath kind of tastes like eggs when you burp? Well, that's what the entertainment business makes me feel like.
Since this show first went to air, Ricardo's film, Everything Feels Spongy, has become a major cult hit in the United States. It even received an award at the Cannes Film Festival. But as we know, this year, due to terrorist threats, only one judge actually appeared at the festival, and over 2,000 films were never screened. And that one judge repeatedly claimed that he could not remember giving the award to Ricardo. At the press conference, a fist fight broke out, and Ricardo was hit over the head with his much-disputed trophy. He's now recovering in hospital. Next week on Concepts, Eustace and Dulcie Budgell, entrepreneurs of the arts or social leeches. Good night.
No, it's Huerta. Ricardo Huerta. Oh, yeah, no, it's spelled like Huerto, but they couldn't be right because it sounds too much like weirdo. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Would you like a pickled egg? Are you sure?
Okay, now, Mr. Weirdo, it's time for your bag.
You're getting washed today now, weirdo.
I was ahead of my time. It so often happens. So many of things that I do, they're not outlandish, they're simply a little early.